Okay. Problem has been solved. Beep. Hello. It is Thursday. We're about to be in August. I've got my drink of the day is root beer I got from a restaurant. It is a fountain soda type, which I think is the best type of soda. I hope everybody is having a good week. Good Thursday so far. I haven't streamed since last Thursday. I was gonna do a drink tonight is root beer. It is fountain soda root beer, Barks root beer brand, I believe is what it is. Like I said, I think fountain sodas are the best types of sodas. You set up a desk. Yeah, you need it's a desk mount. Make a note for that. I don't think setting up will be that difficult unless we run into issues with the sizing of it, which I think we have some leeway on the left side of the desk. We'll just have to see how that goes. But I got the smallest mount that I could find for it because our space is a bit limited on that standing desk. Hopefully that'll work out, but we'll try that tomorrow. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I think I was gonna push back my stream last week. I was gonna do like a Thursday Friday stream, but I can't remember what happened on Friday. There's some reason on Friday that I ended up not streaming that day, so I pushed it back. And then something else happened on Saturday. I didn't stream that day either. And then Sunday, I think Sunday was like, yeah, I think I went to the gun range on Sunday. I got to shoot my new pistol, then take it apart, clean it, put it back together. That was fun. Especially the putting back together part. That's the hardest part to do is dealing with that spring in it. But it's one of those things like once you disassemble and reassemble it enough, you get kind of used to it. But if it's a new one, you've never done it before, and you have to like be kind of following along, like, you know, how do you assemble it and put everything back together? It's a little bit tricky, especially more some than others. And dealing with like spring, like pushing down a spring and getting it to like lock into like a certain like angle while you're also pushing down, like, feels like it's like 30, 50 pounds of like, no, it's probably more than that. Some of those springs can get really fucking like high tension on them. Yeah, having to like, you have the dexterity to, you know, slide it in like the slot correctly, and also have the strength at the same time to like be holding the spring at the same time. For some pistols could be more difficult than others. And, like the MeenaCrowe one wasn't too bad. I put a MeenaCrowe back together. And that one was like a little bit annoying, but not too bad. But the high power based one was definitely harder because of that like fine dexterity of getting the spring pushed in and then sliding it onto, it's like the barrel. It's like a lug on the barrel part of it, and it has to you know, line up onto this like small little slot while you're also pushing that spring in at the same time. Not super easy, but it's definitely doable, and I'll get better at it as I keep doing it. Yeah, tomorrow we'll do the desk setup. It'll be Friday. Then it'll be Happy Friday tomorrow. We got, yeah, the 1st of August is on Saturday as well. So yeah, we're about in August, which is crazy because it means that we'll only have August, September, October, November, December. Yeah, 5 months left of this year. This year is flying by really, really fast. Very scary. Any other announcements? We got Pumpkin's VR chat model up and cool. Oh yeah, I think we did, maybe that's why I didn't stream on Sunday. I think it was, we did VR chat on Sunday. We watched movies, Dog Soldiers and Carnosaur 3. Did a double military creature feature movie. That was pretty fun. Scary. Also, what else was I gonna say? I forgot. Oh, I was gonna say thank you, Summertime, for the sub. And also, or no, it's Malthus. Oh, Summertime, sorry. Malthus, thank you for the sub. We're going to continue Stalker Anomaly today. I'll finally wrap up the Sin quest. And then hopefully get the third. There's like a final, like, third quest line set up. It's like at the end. I've never done it before, and I've never finished the Sin quest line either. So hopefully we can get that started today. Go ahead and boot the game up also. It takes a little bit to load. I've also been off stream too. Some of my spare time I've been working on and setting up a just playing SPT, which is single player Tarkov, like off my own time for like my own local server. I've been experimenting with the headless client, which allows you to have a separate computer. You do it on your own computer too, but it's better to have a separate computer run the headless host, where it basically makes it where it offloads all of the CPU calculations and whatnot to the computer that's running on. So if you're playing SPT and you're hosting on your own computer, it kind of runs like shit, especially on the bigger maps. But once you like offload that to another computer, then it's not as bad. It's a little bit tricky to set up, especially if you're running a lot of mods. You got to troubleshoot a lot of stuff too. So it took me a while to get that all set up. But I think SPT, in my opinion, is a lot more fun than just PvE Tarkov. I played a bit of PvE Tarkov last week too, and it's, aside from like the labs event that's going on right now with I think they're called like the Black Division, yeah, the Black Division that are in the labs. Those are like it's like dealing with like aimbot bots in there. You have to like play so particularly to like deal with them, and a lot of times you just kind of you'll just randomly get fucking like peek an angle somewhere and you just get like head tapped like immediately by them. Other times they're kind of stupid. Just feels very random. But it's definitely like the most challenging thing I've dealt with like in PvE Tarkov. When you play PvE Tarkov and you're on like any map that doesn't have a boss on it, or if you just get lucky and a boss doesn't spawn, it's very hard to like die in the game. And I feel like part of the gameplay loop of that game is dying. I think dying is like a big part of like, you know, getting your gear like out of your inventory, and like also spending money to actually increase your like trader rep and whatnot. It doesn't occur as much as if you're like dying a lot and like actually buying shit from like vendors all the time. It feels like the game is like kind of designed around the anticipation of you will die and like lose stuff. That's just part of the game. When you play PvE, it's like you just don't really die. Like it's not part of the game anymore, unless you're just like rushing bosses all the time. Bosses are like the only thing that are going to kill you, I feel like. Scavs and like the PMC bots are very rarely that aggressive or have that great of aim. You'll deal with like scav AI that just, they will stand there. I'll be like in a room with them, like there'll be a scav like in the corner over there, and they will shoot at you and fire like 15 rounds, and you'll like either not get hit, or they'll just hit like, you know, maybe it might hit like an arm or like your body armor. Most of them don't have ammo that's gonna, you know, penetrate anything like higher than like a level 3 or 4 for the most part. So I don't know. It's like play PvE is like it. I like the element that you can, you know, do the main story quests and stuff in the game, but I find the actual like the raids themselves, unless there's like a boss that shows up, they're kind of you're kind of just walking in the park basically. At least for me, that's how it feels to me. But going over to SPT and putting on a bunch of mods and stuff that like change up the AI and the spawns and stuff like that, and how the loot works and all that stuff. Oh, there's so much you can config in there, and also it makes the game a lot more interesting, more dynamic, and like actually like kind of stressful to play, which I feel like that's part of the experience. Yeah, there's many dots from all these interactables. It's also must by custom height. All these dots are like the things I've like built here. Boxes and whatnot. Okay, so My PDA is dead. There we go. I need to go to Corden, which I think there's a guide that will take us there. Yeah, fixed up this gun here, the MP5 Frazier, and it is... Yeah, I remember testing it, and it's like... It's kind of slow firing. Like, it's almost like a UMP-45 in terms of its speed. Which I did buff up a bit. I think my plan was to get it, like... I don't remember if I was going to, like... Giga max out the RPM, or if I was going to do like this accuracy. I feel like I remember thinking that like if I maxed out the RPM all the way, that it made the recoil like a little bit less controllable. I think like a sweet spot would be like to like get this accuracy buff to skip this RPM and just kind of leave it there. I feel like I was thinking something along those lines, but I don't remember. We got a snooper rifle. MP5, this is gonna be like mutant killing gun, pretty much. So I'm not rocking a shotgun. Grooming kits are good to hoard because you can craft like kits with them, I think. Or maybe those are ramrods, I can't remember. Oh yeah, I got the hybrid suit now. Like I said the last time I was just doing the generators, like finish up. I think I'm good on food, I'm good on drinks. In terms of what I'm carrying. I might actually want to make one of those weight foods. We should carry a shit ton. I think it's, I don't think it's this one, is it? It's this one, it's the Chimera one. Do that. This is what makes you sleep. There we go. All right. That's the last of my root beer. Cool. Oh, that's a good start. Hello, Augmentin PTV. triggered by eating sounds. Don't worry, you'll only hear it like once. Once like every like hour of gameplay probably. It's not like Return to Castle Wolfenstein where you're like you're running through castles and like eating sausage plates, hearing the eating sounds repeatedly. Take me to Corden. Casino eat games, all the stock noise for drinking and eating. Does it have like the cartoon like munch sound? Like, you know what sound I'm talking about? There's like a distinct stock sound effect that cartoons use whenever like something gets bit or chomped. There's like two sounds. There's like a munch where it's like the like eating something, and then there's one where it's like just a sound of like teeth like biting onto something like a bone or something. Where it's more like a crunch sound almost. I think these are the cheaper rounds here.
Ну, привет.
Alright. Sin is eradicated. Nice. Let's play some blackjack. I've done this in forever. Of course he gets blackjack in the first game. Really a push. Another push? Come on. Hey, I won finally. I want another one. Alright, we'll do that. I win 2. Lose 1, profit at 1,500. I'll take it. So, oh, there's like a fan in here.
Привет, брат.
Is he being for real? We're gonna get like the Oblivion Adoring fan NPC.
И все они лучше стариков.
Suppose that like a new quest line should activate at some point. What's this quest? What is this for? It's up in Jupiter. There's a stupid fire quest as well. ball artifact. It's not fireball, it's just ball. Alright, you? Yeah, you're a bandit. Is he just standing there like that? If there's anything I want to bring up with me. Grab those. Take these metals, and I need wood. Like hideout furniture type stuff.
Все, мужики, отбой!
Like someone's grenade.
Слушаю тебя.
Like the grenade primer.
Пацаны!
Место хоть и есть свободное.
Bandits just keep letting me like walk into them. Military. It's got like a Alton helmet.
Здесь нет буфета, наверное.
There's a sash right here.
Так, поглядим.
Graphite Stalker suit. I don't know if I've seen this one. It's very good. Chemical and electrical resistance. VR class is not horrible too for like a medium armor. It's 26. I think that C-vest suit I have was like 32 or something. I feel like that'd be like an early game, like not too bad. Suit you can get 3 and 4. You get a 4 belt slot. Rupture's pretty good. Like that's a pretty not bad medium suit, seems like. Say not bad. Some pretty good stuff you got there. Kind of missed the English dubs of the base Stalker game. Especially like Sidrovich English dub is pretty good. Oh, Nero. I feel like I am going to buy these and just disassemble all those hollow points into the rounds, because I spent a lot of bullets, I think, when I went to generators. Got the PKM, and is this the type of ammo it uses? Probably should check this. Large rifle bullet. Okay, yeah. It's not the ammo type. It uses large rifle bullet. I don't think you have any large rifle bullets, do you? You do not. Yeah, and use the PKM. Like, I shot a lot of PKM ammo up there, and that's all large rifle rounds. I have 2 stakeouts in here. It's kind of unusual. I wonder if I have one up north. I'll take it as a souvenir. Because the stakeout was my starting shotgun. I do wish you could get one 12 gauge though. I think there was a yellow stash down here too, but I forgot to grab it. Not that I really need it. Got plenty of tools. Forget about that. Where is this at? Right, it's at radar. Not a map I really go to that often. You get a gem tech suppressor. Is that what this on this thing? It looks like a gem tech here. That looks more like an Osprey 9 suppressor. There might not be unique models for different suppressor types.
Здравствуйте, молодой человек.
Alright, the Greek fire anomaly. This is a goofy quest where it's like a fire sorcerer or some shit. Okay, false anomaly. Oh boy, it's out in the swamp. I know exactly where it is. What's my fire resist at? Oh, I got a ton of fire resist. So it's 35. That gives me 13. Where else does it come from? The helmet, maybe? Yeah. I think it's supposed to be the helmet and the armor.
Рад был с вами пообщаться.
Okay. Curious, there's this guy that like trades vodka for ammo. Curious what his rates are. So 5 swigs for 2 545 and 5.56 mags. It says like 2 mags. I'm gonna assume that's like 60 rounds. Is that FMJ? Is that AP? Hollow point? Like I don't know. Three box mags for the PKP. Or 5 full bottles, 7,000 rubles. That's like 300 rounds. 5 bottles. I don't know how many swigs are on a bottle. I'm gonna assume it's 3. It gives you basic tools for 20 swigs, which is just under 7 bottles. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Yeah, so I think it's 3 per bottle, 3 swigs. I feel like the PKP ammo's worth it. 300 rounds is a lot. Also depends on if it's AP ammo for like the 545. If it's AP ammo, I feel like that's actually really worth it.
Не учатся ничему некоторые и учиться не хотят.
Does anybody sell vodka around here? I don't know if you do. I doubt you sell vodka. Yeah, just medicine. This guy's a tech over here. Which reminds me I should have checked the tech at Corden. Just rooming kits.
Неплохо, неплохо. За одну ходку 2 ночные звезды.
Buy those to buy glue as well.
В гробу я видел ваш хваленый клондайк.
I guess we'll go down to Agroprom then to the swamp. Yeah, those are all ecologists there. Yeah, let's talk about that, like, kind of first thing was the Tarkov stuff that, I played, like, a bit of PvE last week, and, like, PvE is, like, fun, but it's very, the exception of, like, very specific events, like the Black Division Labs event, it's very, walk in the park, basically. I don't find it, like, super exciting. It's kind of chill, which is, like, okay, you know, play some chill every now and then, but I feel like Tarkov's gameplay really lends well to the more high pressure and like exciting things kind of happening in raids. Like when you play PvE, you're walking around like a lot of maps in the game. It's like most of the enemies you encounter are just very, very easy to deal with, to where it's like you're running into like a scav and getting shot at is like, to me it's like in PvE there's like no stress to it. It's not really that challenging. It's just kind of like, oh, it's just a scav, and then they're very easy to deal with. And not that scavs are extraordinarily difficult in SPT, but the main difference is that the AI in SPT is a lot more aggressive and unpredictable, basically, to where you actually have to be a bit more... Yeah, of course, you just spawn right there. You have to be kind of like more on your toes, basically, in SPT, where even a scav with like crappy gear can like ambush you, and actually like they aim a bit better than they would on Live Tarkov. Like Live Tarkov, I was kind of saying, we play PvE, and there's like a scav like right there. I'll like stand here, and he'll shoot like 10 rounds at me, and be missing like 90% of the shots. Or if he does hit you, it's like he'll hit you like once, and it'll hit you like in like your arm, or he'll hit your body armor, where you're going to be, on average, you're usually wearing armor that a scav can't even like shoot through, basically. Whereas like an SPT, if you're running with like Sane mod, the scav AI is not extraordinarily difficult, but they're a little bit smarter, and they will, you know, they'll do hit and run tactics where they will shoot at you, they'll see you, and they might pop some rounds at you, and then they'll go run away, so that you don't just immediately just shoot them back. Whereas at PvE, they'll just stand there, like one spot, and it's like, oh, you're shooting at me? Yeah, let me just, aiming at your head, and you're dead, basically. SPT, no, they will be like, Tao, and then they'll, like, run, basically, and like, they're not gonna just, like stand there and let you shoot them, basically. Like, sometimes they do. Sometimes they act a little stupid, but it's more unpredictable, and it's more interesting for that reason to me. And then, like, the average, like, the PMC bots are basically supposed to kind of feel like they have, like, player brains. So they can range from being also a little, like, on the skittish, kind of, like, maybe scared or a little bit stupid kind of side. But there's some that will be, like, you know, it'll emulate, this is a player that's very experienced, and they will also maybe hit you with, like, hit and run tactics, not commit to engagements overly hard, or, like, you know, or even, like, hunt you down. Like, this will have, like, the brain of a player who's like, I'm going to kill you, and I'm going to, like, put a lot of effort into killing you. Or they'll you know, kind of stalk you and ambush you and stuff like that. Alright, that's the military base there. I don't really feel like engaging them. What the hell's going on here?
Так. Что тут у нас?
Oh, this is the guy I killed before. He's still a little bit broken. Yeah, it's normal. No, on average, like, from the testing we've been doing in SPT, it's like the risk of dying is just much higher. Whole freaking army coming.
Опа-на.
whole freaking military base just to get through here. Some military stim pack. Here we are. I think I have a Vinca I could probably pop. There's like one guy left. Yeah, there's more than one. Someone up way up here.
-1.
Him. Way out there.
Патроны
Okay. I think that's all of them. Check that anomaly. What gets my head? I think it's the... Yeah, this one helps head and torso. A little bit of arms too. Of course it runs out as soon as I pop it. That again. Okay. Now I think we're clear. I didn't really want to fight this, but I hit the point where I didn't really have a choice.
Так, поглядим.
A little scorpion. Because where I need to go is like I gotta run through here.
Жратва-то хоть есть.
There's still someone. Oh.
Ну всё, хана ему! Так, поглядим.
Goofy looking gun. I think he's throwing a nade. Yep. I heard him say Granada.
Ты чёрт!
Come on, man. Hey, Jolly. How's it going? It's like in the bush.
Вот дебил! -1. хоть и есть свободная. Так, что у нас с ПВК?
Alright, I'm hearing more aggro. I'm just gonna probably dip at this point. Didn't take as much damage as I thought I did though from the figured my armor would have been more broken than that. 91%. There's a yellow stash there too. I assume that I'll probably get like a PDA call or something like that for this like third main story quest eventually. That's how the Sin quest was.
Да, так лучше.
Fix up my limbs. Here we go. These cigarettes give you the best society back. Copies give you a bit too, which is nice. This is Mutant Central.
Вот урод! Ты черт!
Seems clear. It's kind of nice having like a mutant gun where you can just like full auto like mag dump.
Надо бы быка проверить.
Usually my mutant gun is a shotgun, which I love shotguns. I do see the appeal of like having like a little like SMG or like a carbine.
Так, ну-ну, посмотрим.
You get kind of more rounds quicker reloading, all that good stuff. Shotguns are also super cheap to like shoot and maintain.
Да, конечно, конечно!
Actually, past ready to go. I'm very curious if this like strength goes past 30 or if I feel like it's just gonna hit 99 and like cap there. I think it's programmed to have like a max. Like a max meter where it just tells you it's maxed out. It's so like someone just detonated like 50 hand grenades at once. Those enemy stalkers over there. That's a lot of poltergeists. Yeah, let's I don't even know. Okay. That's all I needed to know. That's what was going to dictate if I go ahead and kill these mutants or let them deal with it. This is really close to me. I think he's behind cover. Yeah, I think I just downed him. Decaf time. It's nice to be able to like drink like a coffee in the afternoon. It's a decaf. So you don't have to worry about getting caffeined. And we got a blowout about this tar too. That's cool.
Она тебе, понял? Идиот!
I hope I dealt with everyone. There's still more here, I guess. It's way out there. If I can reach you from here. This guy's close. Not that I'm gonna be able to really hit him. How's it going? Oh, I got a laser with this guy too. I don't think mutants like care about blowouts also. Almost over. If I step out right now, I'll just instantly die. I have to wait. Wait for the last little bit. Okay, now we're good. I hope went over that way. Stay up there. I almost feel like 45 just like loses damage tremendously at that distance. We have another commission of Is that the name of your character? I assume that's the name. That's Blue Sky. To go all the way up there. What's prompted me to go there? Other side of the world. Stalker weather is always really nice.
Надо бы быка проверить.
Yeah, most of the tracks in Gamma I feel like are pretty nice. I think they're mostly lifted from other sources. There might be like a few original tracks in there. There's a few tracks I feel like that I usually bitch about them whenever I hear them. There's a few tracks I feel like don't fit, but I think most of them work pretty well. Armor's all good. Nothing's really too damaged either. I'll go down to the Clear Sky base and maybe buy a little bit and get a guide to take me up north. Dogs died here. I'm gonna assume some stalkers probably killed these guys, and then when the blowout occurred, they probably ran away, didn't have time to loot them. Probably what happened. About the EOTech donut of death. It's like fire. I don't like how there's fire anomalies here. My fire anomaly is really hard to see. What I need to do is make the MP5 loadout. However, MP5K is our pistol. The MP5 Frazier with Hydra Shock is my mutant killer gun. And an MP5 SD loaded with AP and an ACOG scope is my anti-human gun. I think I did finally find an MP5 SD as well.
Я тебя
I
слушаю.
think the vodka I got, yeah, he wants Nimerov. Still only one. How much do I have of this? Got like a bottle and a half. I'm very curious how much that Yantar guy, or not how much the Yantar guy gives, but I'm very curious what type of ammo he gives. If it's AP or like FMJ or something.
Я буду очень рад, если мы...
There's any easy turning quests here.
Какие люди на нашем болоте?
Soon survivors regrouping in substation in Zatan. That's way up there. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay.
Заходи еще, а то
Учти. Запомни, хорошая стрелка. Не буду учиться. Приветствую.
I got like down here. I kind of forgot it was a thing because I was mentioning it, but it's like I wish you could like categorize things, and you actually can down here. No grenades though.
Попутного ветра. Вот это как медом помазал.
Ничего, ничего. Я еще
Здорово.
потом бы славы туристов водить стану.
Go to
И за руки
Yantar and
на
Jupiter.
прикладе показывать буду.
guess Rookie Village. I'm gonna go either Yantar or Rookie Village, I guess. You really wanna
Мне
bring some
подучиться.
vodka up to that guy in
Я
Yantar?
тоже вот так вот. Исследованиями там всякими занимался, то да сё. В таком
think I'll need to
вот
stop by.
скафандре крутом тоже ходил бы.
I don't know if they'll sell any there, actually. So anyone in Coordinate sells, like, food items? Vodka?
А слышали легенду
I guess
о темном
Sidrovich
сталкере?
might.
А? Блин. Боюсь ее рассказывать. Мне ее рассказал один ветеран под большим секретом.
Go through
Но через
Coordinate and
день он
see.
бесследно исчез.
Nobody in Yantar sells any. Yes, sketch update already? Assume that'll be pretty quick, or that was pretty quick if you commissioned it pretty recently.
Ну, что расскажешь?
Do I need to bring you now? She wants something.
Боюсь ее рассказывать. Мне ее рассказал один ветеран под большим секретом. Но через день он бесследно исчез.
Здорово! Чего тебе, сталкер?
So I gave her like the shotgun and the hands, but I think there's like something else she wants. I don't remember now.
Так,
You?
что интересует?
You sell vodkas? Yeah, you do. Bring those up. Your fog grenade 2. Any frags? Got warheads. No frags though. This PB upgrade kit's so funny. It looks like it's like the flashlight's like taped on or something.
Ты бы еще консервных банок насобирал.
See a message about serious radio transmissions. Like, when did I get that message? I don't recall seeing any, but evidently we did. So it's a weird radio noise to pick up in the Iron Force and Zerton.
Так, что интересует?
Братан, ты не врубаешься?
Encrypted transmission. This must be it. Okay. Back to Zerton. Can only use this just to like. Kind of just to get out of my inventory, sorta, because it is weight. That. Got a shower? Okay. No problem. Grab that, I hung up the towel in my bathroom. Grab that one.
Привет, брат.
Potassium iodide. Which one is that? What's that one? The one that I kind of don't want to get rid of. Yeah. You can, not take mine. I just bought some of that. That's stuff for making Giga, like, anti-rads. I wouldn't hurt. Use regular 45 ammo in this too if I'm like butting these like low tier bandits around garbage. The regular 45 ammo is pretty cheap. And I think it has a little bit better. I don't know about the penetration, but I think the damage is better than FMJ 9mm. Let me double check that actually. Let's see, I'm 18, I'm 19. 17 pen, 21 damage. 20 pen, 27 damage. Yeah, so it's actually just straight up better than 9mm, like every way. For the FMJ ammo at least. Hello, Riot Squad Retro. How you doing today? gonna talk again. Am I incapable of talking? How was the convention?
Нет буфета здесь, наверное.
Oh, it sounded a little quiet. Not sure why. That's weird. Maybe the game was just peeking out a little bit. Who's yelling? What are you shooting at? Oh, there they are. Got some bandits. But bandits are not worth the big ass bullets I'm shooting at them. So I'm gonna give them regular 45. Make sure I'm using Hydro Shock. There we go. I'm gonna try the laser. Pretty effective.
Место хоть есть свободное.
Yeah, we're doing a little stalking here. It's going pretty good. Well, it talked like you may not heard me, but I was asking how the convention went. Ugh. I saw the pumpkin and mame acrylic stands photos. Still feeling your legs. Yeah, that's how it goes. You go to a convention and it's a lot of moving your legs for like 3 days straight, basically. Taking the standees, like proper standees. You're talking about like there's all those like convention, I don't know if you call them like booths This wouldn't really be a booth. It's just like a stand, like an advertisement stand, basically. Like, remember when video games, like, you'd go to GameStop at the pre-order and they have like the big, like, Halo 3, like, cardboard cutout that's, like, in front of the GameStop. Yeah, I kind of miss that. And also, like, the advertisement posters. You go to GameStop and there'd be, like, they have, like, the big stands, and they would have like a big giant poster of the game. Or even Best Buy would do that. You walk into the Best Buy and it was, like... I remember when Battlefield 2 came out, like, launch day of Battlefield 2. The, like, PC games section of Best Buy, there's, like, a big giant, like... Best Buy is, like, a warehouse building, you know? It's, like, this big giant, very tall building with, like, scaffolding holding it up. And up at, like, the top, yeah, they'd have, like a big giant sign that would, like, be hanging off the scaffolding. And I remember, like, Battlefield 2 back in 2005. When Battlefield 2 came out, you walk in the store and you would see, like, a big, gigantic fucking, like, Battlefield 2 sign, like, hanging over the PC section, like, the back right of the store. I remember that. I remember Warcraft 3, Frozen Throne had one as well. See new Halo stuff? Yeah, I've been seeing, like, bits of it. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm not the, authority when it comes to Halo stuff. Like I can't say that, like, my opinion on Halo is, like, authority or anything like that, because I'm not a Halo person, basically. But I could see from what's in this, like, new Halo that it seems very very odd decisions being made with Halo in terms of, like, the directing of it. But that's kind of like, I feel like everything today, like, everything is, like, modern and, like, remade and stuff like that. It just feels so, like, weird the way, like, just all the, like, directorial decisions and, like, design decisions and stuff like that are very very of the time today, basically. Things, like, feel and look a certain way today in terms of, like, media, and it's very, I don't know, to me, like, I don't know if I would say it's objectively bad, but I don't really like it. And everything kind of is like that these days. Let's try, so I have, I think I use more AP 556, maybe? 762? Is that gonna give me, yeah, hold on. Let's, oh, I can't cancel this. I'm trying to save. Get me out of here. So I feel like if I click this, am I just gonna, like, give him shit for free? Let's do 556. Oh, it's just FMJ. Okay. That was 5 swigs for 30 FMJ rounds. I don't really know if that particular trade is worth it. So it costed me about... Clear Sky is like 800 rubles for 3 swigs. And Sidrovich is like 1100, so it was around like 2k rubles basically, and that gives me 30 rounds. I feel like that's about what I would spend from just buying it from, like, Freedom or whoever.
Ну, что расскажешь?
I suppose if you just, like, have a shit ton of vodka saved up, you could turn that into ammo if you needed it. I'm gonna turn the AC on in my room also. I'll be right back. Okay. Also grabbed a trail mix. So I wanted a little bit of nut protein. We're going through wild territory in a little bit. Got pretty good fire resist with this armor. That one hit me. This one's like it's a little bit fully in the middle there. That shit like hurts your armor so bad. If I was solid snake, I'd need the Mark 23 pistol. Brett is a little more John Woo. Oh, you know? I was gonna say, who's the suppressed Beretta? I think he does a Metal Gear Solid 2. Pretty sure he does in Metal Gear Solid 2. And one uses the Mark 23. There's 5.7. That's Sam Fisher gun there. Oh, hey, there's a UMP finally. I actually don't have a UMP. Control your shots. Make each one count. Oh, 9mm AUG. Not found one of these either. I'm meaning to yoink one of these. Not very heavy though. There's like a skeleton right there. It's poltergeist there.
Так. Что тут у нас?
Oh, that. Ah, that's what's setting up the whirly gig. Oh. Launched into orbit. Barrel of bees. No. There's a barrel that was in, like an anomaly whirly gig. Where is this poltergeist at? behind here. There we go. Yeah, they really made the hitboxes much more lenient. Poltergeist, like, it used to be such a pain to hit. In Stalker 2, they have like 8,000 HP, like every mutant in that game. Not only are they difficult to hit, they have 1,000,000 HP too. Okay. Got some free stalkers. I'm gonna look out here. I'm super heavy. The arrow keys is for aiming. That's really funny. Old school game controls many years ago would be arrow keys would move and control. Like right next to arrow keys would be like your fire button. For the days of WASD. I don't know what game popularized WASD as a control setup. I didn't start using WASD until a bit in Half-Life, I want to say. Like by the time I was playing like Half-Life mods, in the early 2000s, then I was using WASD instead of arrow keys.
Опа-на.
If I was playing Doom arrow keys, yeah. I was playing Doom, Quake 2, Duke Nukem 3D. Your arrow keys for all those games. I think like Quake 3. Pretty sure I was on WASD for Quake 3. Quake 3 is competitive. So if you're still using arrow keys and playing Quake 3, you're gonna get decimated. Safe spawn hostiles have arrived. What the hell's that mean?
Ну рассказывай давай.
No, it just spawned like renegades down there. What probably is there's a delay when you go to a map transition. If there are enemies right there on the loading zone, it probably puts a timer as like, okay, we're not gonna spawn them here until like you leave the initial area, or maybe like 20 seconds after spawning in. So you don't get you don't get shot the moment the loading finishes. Probably what that is, and then it just alerts you that, okay, now we're spawning them. I think I got it was a zombie. Got killed by a zombie over there. It's crazy.
Эй, Сталкер, с чем пожаловал?
So why do almonds taste better when you split them in half? If you eat like the half of the almond, you have like the smooth side exposed. Tastes way better if you just eat the whole thing. It's like how most people eat Oreo cookies. Most people eat Oreo cookies by taking them apart. At least I do that too. I eat Oreo cookies like in halves. You never did that? You just eat the whole thing. That's crazy. It's a sandwich. It's a sandwich cookie. True. Brought back a whole bunch of facility crafting shit. You do burgers and parts? Oh. Sometimes I do dissect sandwiches. Like, if I get like a really big sub, I get kind of tired of like eating the whole sub in bites. Like sometimes the bread is like too much for me. And I'll just like take it apart and I'll just eat like, I'll eat the protein part of it off. Like, I'll just eat like the cheese and the meat. I'll do the same with burgers too, if it's like a really big burger. It's usually like, no, bread can get like really like too much at times. Yeah, bread can be hard too. Too thick. I got some new cool guns to throw in there. that I will one day make usable. I wonder if I can do like a door window. Like, can I cover this window here with like an openable door, like a shutter? That'd be kind of sick. Now I'm at the point where I'm at the like base building game. Wooden panel. Back to Fallout 4. I never played that one. That's where they famously said that everything just works with the base building. Everything just works. Cover a window. It's also for boarding up a window. I don't think they're openable, unfortunately. Okay. I think it feels a little uncozy having this like exposed window here. Definitely covering this one's really nice because I didn't like how it was like in front of my guns. I feel like moisture's gonna like get in and ruin my guns. But it's raining and shit. I like this window here because I can kind of use this car as like target practice. But it'd also feel nicer if the window like wasn't open. I just wonder if there's like targets I can like set up. Does not seem to be the case. I'd also like to make this into like a doorway instead of just having like a kind of walk around here. This isn't too bad, but I'd rather it be like a doorway. You have a door I can shut. So I can like pick this up. Just pick that up. Take one that has like a doorway in it. This one has a doorway. Collision detection never allows these to like work also. Always have to turn them off. So the doorway is gonna be like in the middle of this. So we're gonna need like a divider, maybe to like close up that gap on the left. No, interesting. The doorway's kind of like in the middle of it. Not in the middle, it's kind of to the right. Okay. I'll try like a divider, maybe. It's a 2x2 divider. Like I have to like bring these in like in the middle more. Could have a clip in the wall a little bit, wouldn't be that big of a deal. Maybe we'll pick this one back up, maybe. Could get it a little closer. As I'm like overlapping, it makes a little more space right there. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. It clips a little bit in, I think. Like it looks a little weird, but what I don't like is that I don't like how the height, like between these like frames, like the heights don't match exactly. I mean, part of it seems like it's kind of higher than the other one a little bit. But this one right here is just straight up like it's not the same height. I suppose the point of it is supposed to be like for like inside areas, maybe. Like we're inside, yeah, like in a room kind of like this, basically. I could kind of set it up that way, kind of like something kind of like this, maybe. Yeah, I could do like something like that. That's not too bad. Not perfect, but whatever. Then you can do an actual door. To remove a door, damage with a melee weapon. Okay. This door because it makes me think of like Half-Life 2 textures. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that's cool. You know, spoil the story for your game? No. I don't think I will. Cool. I was carrying his Vogs around. That was weighing me down too. Oh, that's a quest item. I was like looking at this and I'm like, why can't I disassemble this? It's the quest item. CSC. Alright. Now we gotta go north. Gotta go to... there. That's the outskirts. I don't remember what this is for here. You Loki, I don't know what that's for. Iron Forest. That's something. Let's see. Here's what we can do for crafting as well. He gave me like a artifact for that Sin quest as well, I think. I don't remember what it was though. This one here is really good for anomaly resistance. Spongy is pretty good. Fireball's also pretty good for a rupture. Snowflake. I should make a snowflake. And I can make a heart. Heart of the Oasis. And this one is like the counter to like all the negative effects, like from a full empty. I guess a compass. Black spray. Could also make a black spray. Do you have the means to it? I think the in-game goal is like Heart of the Oasis and Compass have like both of those, and they cancel each other out for all their negatives. If all that, we get you back that weight loss from the compass. Yeah, heart's like crazy good. Could actually make multiple snowflakes. Do that. We can combine these snowflakes to 74. Fuse. And then we can make a heart. Very nice. I'll probably hold on to it. I'm going to use it once I also get a compass, which I don't think I can make one yet. I could, but it's not going to be like a amazing one, I don't think. Yeah, because I need another spot. Ooh, actually, I can make several black sprays. I can't make multiple hearts. The thing is, if I have a maxed out compass, but only a half oasis, I feel like the compass is going to be too strong, potentially, maybe? Main thing is the health loss kind of sucks there. What's this hard at? We're not put it at. Actually, the health loss isn't too bad. So I get +7. Yeah, it'll be just at like +1. So I won't be in a negative at least. I think that's the big thing. So I probably could. Two sponges. And then, what was I doing? Fuse. Shell. What level's my shell at? 37%. So we can combine these shells. So I want to throw some of these to here. Just to my stacks back. Okay. Now, this black spray. 65%. It's gonna be like a near like maxed out compass, I think. It's gonna be like maybe like 80% or something. What if I want to save it maybe? I might want to wait until I get like a black spray 100%. That way I don't have to like do the whole like set of this shit again. That might be better to do. Spray a sponge, shell. I can make a sponge. Can I make another shell maybe? Oh, I can. Yeah, so I can combine another one of these. Alright, I think this should do it then. Actually, black spray 96%. I think that's close enough. Only fuse. Oh, I don't have the... yeah, I see. It's the brain tissue and shit. Chimera hearts. I'm gonna need more of those. Okay. In that case, we just need to get more chimeras. And controllers. But we're getting close. Alright, I'm gonna go north. Probably gonna use a different loadout for north. Let us assess this. haven't used my car in a while. Let's use the car. Do classic spas maybe for mutant killing. Or keep using the Frazier. Yeah, I'll keep using the Frazier. Grizzly's like so good. This pistol is insane. It's really hard to like not use the Grizzly. This is my mutant, this is my Stalker. I'm sure what I use for handgun. Like, I want to use the 5.7 just because I haven't used it in a long time, but it'll be like strictly anti-human. Like I'm not gonna be using it that much if I'm using the car. It is light, 5.7. So the lightest handgun is the Tokarev. Just for the sake of being light, I'll use the 5.7. Understand is like the standard 5.7 ammo says it's a bottlenecked. Sorry, it says it's an expansive cartridge. That makes it think it's used for hollow point flesh damage, but it has the same exact damage as the AP round. I think it sucks about this loadout is I have no optic for range. It's like all close range. Might want a little more. 45. How expensive are the stack of 30 FMJ is 3K. So I guess it is a little cheaper to bring the vodka. Like 5 swigs of this would probably be around like 1,500. So you're maybe spending about half the cost, but it's also a lot of vodka to use. Alright, we will roll out with this. the yellow stash right up here. Too.
Рассказать, чего хочешь, что ли?
I'm gonna grab that first and then drop it off here just so I'm not lugging it around everywhere. Sure, it's gonna be like a advanced tool or something.
Здоров!
Basic tool. It's just some stuff. I think this will be good. I don't know if there's anything else I want to unload. Alright. Throw you in there. The Keeg's Field Scream. I think I have some turning quest too. Got any fetch? That one. That one. Okay. Hello, Ray. How's it going? Stalker's going pretty good. I'm at, like, so far in the late game now. I have, like, super good like armor and artifact builds now that it's gotten a lot smoother. It's kind of crazy, like, the early game is such a struggle in this, and after you hit, like, a certain threshold, it's like the challenge really kind of evens out. Yeah, there's a lot of overlap between Stalker and Tarkov. I like both a lot for different reasons. I kind of lean toward... I like Stalker a little bit more overall over Tarkov. Mostly for, like... I like how it really feels like a simulated, like, world in Stalker. All the maps are interconnected and whatnot. As opposed to you kind of running... You're not running, like, isolated, like, raids. But I do like the sort of, like, intensity of Tarkov's sort of, like... It's like a softcore permadeath, where, like, when you die, you don't, like, lose your character, but you lose, like, what you bring in. So there's, like, a whole kind of risk and reward type of feeling in Tarkov. I feel like Tarkov's a very, like, nerve-wracking game to play in general. For that reason, I respect it a lot for that. It gives me similar feelings to playing, like, a survival horror game. Like, you're playing Resident Evil, and you haven't saved your game in, like, 30 minutes. Another yellow stash there, but I don't really care. I'm gonna get up to... I guess I'll do outskirts, or actually, let's do radar. Get that stupid container over there. Yeah, Stalker is, like... the challenge can be as hard as you want to make it because it's very configurable, and you can do stuff like Iron Man runs where you can do like whole playthroughs of the game on like 1 life or like 3 life modes and stuff like that. There's some madmen out there that do Iron Man runs. I don't know if I had the patience for that level, but you get the whole feeling like you get from Tarkov in terms of like the looting. I would say like going through maps, running into random hostiles in the world that, you know, will have randomized loot, and you're kind of like scavenging and kind of building up your arsenal, and there's a whole like armor and weapon progression and stuff. And Tarkov's, yeah, it's very if I die, I die. And I feel like that's like the kind of I don't know how to word it, like a big appeal of it to me actually is like that initial stress of playing the game, like when it feels scary and firefights are like intense and you're like worried about dying, actually is like that's like the juice in the game. That's the stuff I like. Like once you get used to it, you lose a little bit of that kind of rush from it. But I've been playing SPT recently as well because one of my favorite mods finally got updated for 4.0 SPT, and I find SPT a lot more exhilarating to play than PvE. I was talking about this earlier, but PvE, my issue with PvE is that I think it feels way too chill until like you start running stuff like labs, or you're running like I'm specifically going to go fight bosses. Then the game is like hard to a degree. But other than that, like I feel like the AI for like scavs and just your average PMCs and stuff are like they're kind of dumb, I feel like. And I don't get that kind of like feeling of like hostility in the world like you do in SPT, where even like a scav can, you know, be very, very dangerous. Yeah, there's a huge like difficulty spike between fighting your average scavs and AI PMCs in PvE and then running into like bosses. It's like the the spike is tremendous between them. Okay, this is not a good house to take shelter in. Hey, Feltier, how's it going? Yeah, this is the map in this is called Radar, but yeah, it's basically the Brain Scorcher route. I'm just here because I have a package to pick up here, and I don't remember northeastern region, so that's going to be up here probably. 123 millihertz. There we go. So we just kind of follow the road to there. Yeah, there's bullet craft in this. All these ammo and propellants, and yeah, I mean it's literally the Tarkov bullets. Oh, there is a poltergeist around. He's delivering glue to me. Thank you. No, that's Chimera. Yeah, bleeding out. Yeah, I kind of wish there was like a seamless Stalker Gamma multiplayer experience. I don't know if I bled out or if the poltergeist like bonked me on the head and killed me. So it's 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. Okay. I pulled out the car and I thought the gun was jammed. I was like clicking and it wasn't shooting for some reason. There's a little bit of input jank in this, depending on the weapon. I quit using the KS-23 for that reason. That thing just like fires when it feels like it. The lighting anomaly there. I kind of want to see if I can aggro that Chimera again, because I do need Chimera hearts. Okay, something activated. Yeah, oh, that's a mirror. Snork over there. It's on the other side of the fence. Bullet pin's kind of weird through fences. Oh, there's the Chimera. There we go.
Так. Что
No
тут у
hearts.
нас?
Unfortunate. I think there's like mutants everywhere. It keeps activating the anomalies around here.
Так. Что тут у нас?
You played Call of Pripyat since I never finished playing through that series. I played a lot of Call of Pripyat back in the early 2010s. I liked it a lot back then. I feel like I actually don't like its world design as much as Shadow Chernobyl base game. I do feel like it's worth a playthrough, at least. Spider. Oh, I gotta go kill a spider. I'll be right back. Okay. Spider has been gotten rid of. It is, in my opinion, it's not that big of a spider, but I mean, It's like dime diameter, I want to say. It's like a little black spider. That's the third one that I've seen this week. It's been raining a bit, so they like to get in the house. Cat? Yep. I think the path I need to go is up here. No, I think it's further down. Oh, hi.
Смотри, дерзкий какой!
Where'd you go? Yeah, I thought that was a ghillie suit guy. Already got one of those though. It's not responding to getting shot like at all.
-1. Да сдохни ты уже там, пидор!
There we go. I hear thunder outside. Will not rule out the possibility of a power outage. If I randomly drop, that's why. There's no lamb on this, is there? No. Even with the upgrade on this thing, it's not have a lamb. Okay. If I could put a scope on a 412. But I want this, I want like a Colt Python. The ability to put like a 6x scope on it. That's what I want.
Что тут по припасам?
Yeah, maybe I should have taken like a longer range rifle, but whatever. Haven't used a Car 15 in a long time. think I'm past where I need to go. Yeah, I don't need to go this way, I need to go this way. We'll come back this way though for the outskirts. The package is going to be up here. Is that it? Yeah, there you are. Is a whole bunch of 45 Hydroshock, 9x18 AP, and a bunch of shrimp ammo. I basically just refilled the 45 I just spent. This is Dead City. There's like any purpose to this area up here. I've been up here like once or twice and I'm not sure what it's for. I feel like there's a maybe a like loading transition here I just haven't found yet. There's a couple stashes. Accessible door. If there was a loading zone, it would alert me that and say that like you haven't found it yet. So I feel like this is just like meant to be maybe like a place you could set up a hideout at, I guess. It'd be good if you're playing as Monolith. I feel like this would suck as like any other faction because every time you want to go in and out of your base, you're going to be fighting like a Monolith squad. Unfortunately, we gotta go through Pripyat to get the outskirts. Pripyat time. Also, yeah, when I said earlier, the KS-23, yeah, I'm referring to the shotgun, the Russian 23mm shotgun. There is one in here, and the ammo is one of the highest, like, mutant killing type of ammos. It's like unique to that gun. Okay, that's a pretty nasty spawn there. But there's a bit of like jankiness to using the KS-23 where now sometimes the gun, it doesn't like you firing it after you pull it out. Like it has like weight, like a strange kind of like arbitrary timer. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you have to wait, sometimes you can fire immediately. Same when you're transitioning to ADS, that sometimes you can fire like immediately as you're ADSing, other times you can't. Not sure what the logic to it is, why that happens, but it only really happens to me on that gun. Happened to me once on the car, like as I was pulling it out. Would fire immediately. So Minka. A couple of these will suffice. Okay. Yeah, it's a car 15. Like CAR 15. That's what this is. I've got it Blood Diamond upgrade, which upped the ROF of it, I think. Yeah, it's 900 RPM instead of 800. So it looks like this, like you look at the side, like it looks like it's got a module there, but I think that's just a flashlight is what that is. I can actually get even more RPM on this, which would be crazy.
Место хоть есть свободное.
Yeah, Car 15 is like my favorite. It's my favorite kind of AR-15 style. I like the old school, like, what do you call it? The old school, like, full stock M16, the big fat one, the, like, triangle shaped one. I like that kind of setup, like the M16A1, A2, those two platforms. And I also like the Car 15 or the Colt Commando as well, like the XM 177 kind of style, where it's the real short one. Zombies.
хоть есть свободная.
Look how dark this is. They don't have night vision. It's crazy. Alright, so we are here. I need to go northeast. Is this car 15 like a reference, like a movie or something? It's got like the forest camo kind of paint style. Stash like up here. Must be inside this building. Not sure how to get to another spider. Oh my god. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. Spider number 2 dealt with. I think there's just like dead ends here. I don't think I can... I don't think you can actually go around here. The parameter of the map is like this kind of box here. So I think I'm kind of dead-ended here. I don't understand like the stash here. Like, oh, you know what? I bet it's underground. I think there's a tunnel here. I bet that's where it's at. Yep, I was right. It's the tunnel here.
Мертвата хоть есть тут.
Let me check. Oh, there's a pseudo giant right there. I really need pseudo giant parts for the anomalies. Sorry, the artifact. I need chimeras and controllers. I think he's aggroed on me. I'll list at the map transition. There's a lot of. Oh, he's on me. Okay. What do they do? Like, it's very like very Bethesda game engine ragdoll bump. Whenever they die, it's very funny. Do you have a, I didn't check. Do you have a pelt? Oh, he did. Actually, you know what? That was worth killing him. Yep, that is a max percentage. So it's 95%, but it's at 15% ballistic, 50% rupture, so that should... It's only 2% difference, but that's going to cap out my ballistic resist here. Nice. And we're at 76%. Got one more rupture, too. Hey, still. It's going pretty good. How are you? Hold off on that one for a little bit. Loading zone should be in here somewhere. Right here. I think that's it. Yeah, there we are. Alright, going to outskirts. We have a quest to do here. Feeling restless. I get that. I get that when you feel like doing something but you don't know what you want to do. Are like clouds moving? Let me go up here. I don't think I've ever been to this anomaly. Volcano anomaly. Not seem to be any artifacts here, so I'm not gonna bother. Move northeast. So, do I have... I have this quest. Yeah, I think what you're supposed to do for this quest over here is you just tell them to... Nope, that's another chimera. Those are lurkers. Good, you got stuck. Hee hee. Got the size suck moment. Fucked on my leg in that process.
До свадьбы заживет.
These skiers, they kind of suck. Let's get rid of them. Okay, I want to loot that chimera. I'm gonna play more vintage story, but I can't because I back these recover from the computer chair, but I can't recover without sleep. Yeah, it's like you have to do one thing to get to other thing, but you don't want to do the step to get to there. It's like fucking rough.
Так, поглядим.
And you're not tired enough to sleep either. Got some loners up here.
Я тебя слушаю.
Oh. I think this guy's like a important NPC, he just can't die. So I think they were just like, trying to shoot him and wasn't working.
Надо бы быка проверить. Надо бы быка проверить.
here's like the quest where they're just sending me like back and forth between these two NPCs. I think I just have to tell them to like I'm not gonna do the job. Maybe that's literally how you complete the quest. Which I was under the assumption that like the quest was just bugged or something.
Привет, брат.
They're just playing a prank on you. Lol. So what kind of quest is that? Glues. There's like, I'm sure there's like an ammo merchant here or something too. Oh, yeah, put this stash up here as well. I forgot about this.
Ну, что расскажешь?
Gotta have a guide here, which is nice. Doesn't really go anywhere south. It's all like north. I thought there was an ammo merchant here.
Ну, привет.
He's upstairs. That's where Strelick was. I thought it was this guy. Maybe he moved somewhere. Might have moved some like part of the Strelick squad or something. I don't know. Okay, I think that's gonna be it for me tonight. I'll play some more tomorrow. We'll do this fire quest and maybe start this creepy transmission quest as well. Maps have I not been to? Should be like a stat for like, oh yeah, here's levels of it. 32 out of 33. What map have I not been to? Like I've been everywhere. I've been to generator, like all the way up to generators. I've been in north and south. Nuclear power plant. I've been inside. Sarcophagus. Model control center. The Pripyat. Been outskirts. Jupiter. This time I've been in the Jupiter Underground. Radar, I've been in the Underground Radar. Red Forest. Been Dead City, been to Mosque, I've been in the hospital. There's like one map I haven't been to. Territory, Rostock, Dark Valley, then Darkscape, then Corden, Swamps. Been X18. Check cemetery. Yeah, I don't know what one map I haven't been to. I've been in Agroprom and it's underground. I wonder if it's like a secret level or something. Okay. Make a save here. We are at game 27. Maybe this next main quest will take me there. Alrighty. I will be back tomorrow evening. Play some more Stalker. Nope, just crashed. Lol. Alright, thank you all for being here. We're going to find somebody to raid. Yeah, Pumpkin's going to be back this weekend also. She's been on her July break, but August 1st is on Saturday. I think she's going to return to a stream that day. So hopefully everyone can make it. Alright. Who's on? Let's find somebody to raid. There's a lot of people streaming at this time. Raid Love X Knife X. Alright. Good night, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.